I'm Mary Beth Sewald. Welcome to this edition of Like Nobody's Business. As you know, we at the Vegas Chamber really pride ourselves on providing the utmost in benefits to not only our chamber members, but non-members alike. And one of the key ways we like to do that is to provide things like affordable health care insurance. I am proud today to introduce my friend and our partner at the Vegas Chamber, the CEO of Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield Nevada, Mr. Mike Murphy. Mike, thanks for being here.
Good afternoon. It's great to be here. Thanks for having me.
Well, you are quite welcome. You know, we've been friends and partners at the Chamber for, 5 years now, I guess.
Absolutely. It's been a long road as we've worked together, and it's been exciting, and I'm really happy with where we're at right now.
It has been exciting. We've had a lot of really great successes, a couple of bumps in the road along our history with federal legislation or lawsuits or things like that, things that happen, right, in the industry. But overall, tell us a little bit about the healthcare program and the plan that you provide through the Vegas Chamber.
Yeah, it sounds great. So as you mentioned, over the last 5 years, legislation has changed pretty significantly, and it's allowed us to get together and offer association health plans through the Chamber. And we've worked together pretty hard to come up with a portfolio, which we look at right now is about a little over 50 offerings that we can put out to small businesses. Typically, those are up to 50 employees, and allow those businesses to purchase health insurance that's usually has access by large employers, a little bit more flexibility, and that legislation's allowed us to do that. We couldn't be more excited about where we're at right now. We reduced rates 1/1 of this year, so January 1st, and small employers have the ability to lock in those rates through July 1st of 2024. So we're excited about having HMOs, PPOs, HSAs, all of those three-letter acronyms that everybody wants to provide for their employees.
And we have the alphabet soup, but certainly you mentioned the word access, and that is critical. And that's why we approached you years ago now, and you were very excited to work with us to provide that access to business owners. And why? It's because business owners need to attract and retain qualified workforce. And so that means providing benefits. So why is an association health plan, and specifically the Chamber and Anthem's health plan, why is that better than anything else you might get through the marketplace or what have you?
Well, as I mentioned, the legislation's allowed some flexibility around plan design with the association health plans that we've worked very hard together to put out on the street, so it's allowed more flexibility. As you said, businesses are competing for employees today, and that's really important. And why do they offer health benefits? Well, typically payroll is their first expense on the books every month, but health benefits and benefits in general are usually number two, and very important for employees when you're attracting and retaining employees. It also allows employers to, if they have the right plans, to allow folks to get back to work faster if they have the right access to health care, and to have the comfort of having a good health plan. So when you look at things like Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield, we cover more than 42 million Americans. 1 in 3 Americans holds a Blue Cross and Blue Shield card. And here at home, we've provided health care for Nevadans for over 50 years and cover over 600,000 folks. So when you put that portfolio together, people have the peace of mind of having Blue Cross and Blue Shield along with the Vegas Chamber. It's been a great partnership.
True. I would agree with you. And Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield Nevada is absolutely the gold standard. So we're thrilled to be working with you. But for a business out there who might be watching, or an individual, you know, can you give us an overview of why a health plan? I will compare it to like shopping at Costco. You're buying in bulk. Is that sort of how you would describe why our plan might be more affordable than others?
Yeah, so when you look at Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield, obviously we work from state line to state line, and we try and work very closely with the doctors, the hospitals. Folks have access to every hospital in the state, and 1.7 million providers across the country in their PPO plans. So both doctors and consumers know the brand, are comfortable with the brand, and it allows us to make sure that we're staying flexible around our offerings and really be able to provide a valued offering.
And you mentioned another thing, or alluded to another thing. We're statewide in Nevada with our program.
We are. We're excited that the first of this year we've actually opened things up into northern Nevada and really allows access for small businesses across the state. But again, those employees can have access really across the country if something goes wrong, whether they're on vacation or their kids are away at school.
Is there any one thing that you could point to that's a benefit of an association health plan or our plan at the Vegas Chamber that you would say, okay, for all the businesses out there or all the individuals out there, this is something you really need to pay attention to because this is what makes it better?
Yeah, what really makes it better is the flexibility around the plan design. And when I say being able to purchase health benefits like a large employer, it gives them more access to different kinds of benefits that they typically would in what is the Affordable Act, plans that are out there in the marketplace today. And the Chamber is constantly working with us to update what's important as we ask employers, what's important to your employees, what kinds of benefit plans can we put together that's good for, one, affordability, and two, to maintain flexibility in what they want to offer for their employees.
And those are all key words: affordability, flexibility. Those are things that our employers, our members say to us, gosh, we have to have that, but we also have to have these robust healthcare plans so that our members or our employees can have these benefits, because the turnover in the workforce is really high and it's difficult to keep good people.
And it's all under the security of Blue Cross and Blue Shield. Everybody knows that, and there is value with the Chamber's name and Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield on their card, knowing that they can go in, the doctor's going to recognize their plan, and the doctor knows that they're going to get paid for the services that they've had. So it's a
win-win.
It is.
It's a win-win, and I know you've got some new offerings coming up. We're going to talk about that right after this.
As humans, we're visual creatures. In fact, American adults spend nearly 6 hours each day watching video, and we're evolving and expanding across screens. Whether we're surfing the web at work, streaming our favorite show in a waiting room, or watching the game live at home, Cox Media's digital video solutions can deliver your business's message to consumers in a way that creates a meaningful connection and drives them to take action. Grow your business. Call Cox Media today.
I'm Jim Pisanelli, partner and co-founder of Pisanelli Vice, and I referred Todd Vice to City National Bank.
Jim had a pre-existing relationship with the bank. When I began to discuss financial needs, principally in the sort of wealth management realm, Jim put me in contact with someone there that he already trusted. One of the wealth management executives came up from Los Angeles and put the package together for me, made recommendations, and we've been moving forward ever since then.
Welcome back to this edition of Like Nobody's Business. I'm Beth Sewald, President and CEO of the Vegas Chamber. I'm here with my good friend and strategic partner at the Chamber, Mr. Mike Murphy, the CEO of Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield of Nevada. Mike, thanks again for being with us.
Glad to be back.
Well, we teased it at the break, we know that Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield and the Vegas Chamber are coming up with some new offerings. Tell us a little about why that's exciting for our members.
You know, it's we've rolled out a new program 1/1 of this year with the new benefit offerings. We call it Convenient Care, and Convenient Care is developed around a virtual platform, if you will. So it's giving people much more reliance on technology. So for instance, we have an award-winning app by the name of Sydney, and it really acts as the backbone of people's access to care. We have a 97% download of folks who are buying these plans today so that they can actually interact. And apps are fun, but the reality is, what does it actually bring you? And it brings people access to a different platform to care. So they can now text to chat with doctors, they can do a video visit with a doc, or they can go and start making an appointment with a traditional kind of brick and mortar going into a doctor's office. But what all of that does is it brings care to somebody when and where they need it, so that they can, when we get to employers, get back to work sooner, get diagnosed sooner, and get care sooner, so that they can feel better faster.
Well, and I know about that Sydney app because at the Chamber we have the Anthem plan as well, and it's really convenient, it's easy to use, and it's just another way that Anthem is really providing those services that our members need.
Well, in programs like this, we're trying to make access and simplify the healthcare system because we know it's difficult. So another benefit is we would look at convenient care. We have 24/7 customer service on this program. We also have a healthcare concierge that reaches out and welcomes folks into the program, helps them understand how to navigate through the system, and really asks them some questions on the front end to see if we need to get them connected with a doc very quickly to make sure that they understand how to use the plan and when to use the plan.
And then, I thought of something else. Going back to, why offering health care to employees is so valuable. We talk about things like in an association health plan, you really are protected from some of those unexpected medical costs. That's even another benefit.
It is. When many people ask me, well, is it really a needed expense? Health care can be expensive, and we know health care is expensive, but as people engage proactively in their health, hopefully it can keep them at work, it can keep them better.
Like
if they wellness programs that we have, or with folks with diabetes, making sure that they are managing those situations as best that they can, getting advice, and we have a plethora of information that's out there, whether it's on the website or through our app, or making sure that they're connected with docs or nurses to make sure that they're managing their conditions as best they can to try and keep them healthy.
Well, and I know we were in touch a lot through the pandemic, and that was really hard for everybody, and we were kind of managing not only our members' business needs, but their healthcare needs as well. And I know a lot changed during the pandemic. Talk to us a little bit about that.
It seems like it was a long time ago some days that the pandemic started, and as we've all gone through this, but life, especially in healthcare, has changed. So I think we can all remember when the signs on doctors' doors, don't come in if you're feeling sick, or how do we manage through COVID testing and all of those kinds of things. One of the things that it really skyrocketed were things like telehealth visits and alternative access to how do we get healthcare. People got much more comfortable with remote kinds of conversations and interactions with healthcare providers. And so that's what we've done when you look at programs like convenient care, is we've tried to bring healthcare to where people are so that there is a flexibility around how that they can get access and when and where they can get access. We also know in Las Vegas and in Nevada in general, there's a shortage of providers. So being able to help providers see more people in an effective way is really, really important for us, as well as all of the businesses that that are part of the chamber.
Boy, that's really a great point. So if there was any kind of a silver lining to come out of something as horrible as the pandemic, you might say that your version of convenient care, so to speak, and people sort of, they weren't able to go out in a lot of cases, so now we've got convenient care, telemedicine, and so forth.
Well, I go back to something I said earlier, which is we all know the healthcare system itself is complex. It's difficult, it's confusing at times, and any of us who have engaged in it, it's scary at times as well. And so having access partners and people and information at your fingertips is really important, which is why we continue to try and develop programs like this.
Well, okay. We have a little bit more to talk about, Mike. I know you've been busy over at Anthem. I've heard something about a thing called Medicaid redetermination. When we come back, I'm going to ask Mike what that means.
Remember Old Vegas, where the customer was king? The Casablanca in Mesquite is just like Vegas used to be. Play over 40 of your favorite table games.
Play over 800 slot and video poker machines and get comps, free play, and cash back.
Get away and play 2 18-hole championship golf courses, or pamper yourself in our full-service salon and unwind in our world-class spa. Now this is my kind of getaway. Reserve your $99 golf or spa getaway today. It's just like Vegas used to be.
As humans, we're visual creatures. In fact, American adults spend nearly 6 hours each day watching video, and we're evolving and expanding across screens. Whether we're surfing the web at work, streaming our favorite show in a waiting room, or watching the game live at home, Cox Media's digital video solutions can deliver your business's message to consumers in a way that creates a meaningful connection and drives them to take action. Grow your business. Call Cox Media today.
Life's journey isn't just about what happens. At Nevada State Bank, we believe it's about who it happens with. The people who are there for I Do and for Welcome Home. the people who are there for your growing business, and the ones who are there for a lifetime. For every moment of life's journey, the people of Nevada State Bank are here for you, because it matters who you spend life's moments with, and it matters who you bank with. Nevada State Bank.
This is the story of two businesses. Andy made a lemonade stand and hoped people would come. Jill did too, but she chose a team to get the word out about her lemonade stand. Jill learned early that advertising with the right team gets the best results. At Cox Media, we do this every day, helping your business grow to meet its potential. With our marketing expertise, Cox Media is your partner for advertising success. Don't let your business get left behind. Let's grow your business together. Contact Cox Media today.
Welcome back to this edition of Like Nobody's Business. I'm Mary Beth Sewald. Right before the break, I told you that I'd been hearing about something that I didn't really know what it is, and I was going to ask Mike Murphy to explain it to me. It's called Medicaid redetermination, and it was another result of the pandemic, right? Can you tell us a little about what that means?
Yeah, so during the pandemic, there was kind of a halt put on qualification for Medicaid benefits for folks to kind of redetermine every year whether they qualified for Medicaid benefits. That's actually now starting back up again. So approximately up to 18 million people across the country could end up losing Medicaid benefits going forward. So what does that mean for an employer? Well, what it means is folks that may be losing their benefits through Medicaid may need to re-enroll in their health plan, whether it's through their employer or some of those folks just on their own. So as that process begins, we've tried to put some support out there for folks. So we have a website that's called myhealthbenefitfinder.com, and we encourage people to go out, find out all there is about how to jump back into health benefits if they no longer qualify for Medicaid. And just for employers, as I said, it's really important to understand that this qualifying event will allow folks to get back on their plans, and they need to try and know a little bit more so that they can support their employees, as well as know that those folks may be coming back on their plan.
And what's the time frame for that again?
So that's starting up almost immediately,
now?
And it'll start to happen every month, slowly but surely every month as folks go through the redetermination process. So it'll take place over the next 16 months, and folks will, as I said, need to go out and understand what their benefit situation is.
And where should the first place be that they go to understand that situation? Is that a broker? Is that?
Well, typically, as I said, the first place would really be this website. It's mybenefitfinder.com, myhealthbenefitfinder.com. It really allows folks to give them an 800 number, some support, and some information to maybe make some determinations of where they can go next and where the information for support is.
Okay, let's say that again. myhealthfinderbenefits.com.
myhealthbenefitfinder.com.
I had it backwards. myhealthbenefitfinder.com.
Yes.
Okay.
I know it's a long name, but
Health Benefit Finder. Okay.
Yes.
We want to make sure that people know exactly where to go. That's really important.
It is. It's important for the business community and just for the community at large to make sure that folks have access to health care, because we know how important that is.
Yeah. Well, and I know that Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield really does provide a comprehensive range of group health care benefits as well as specialty products. So tell us a little bit about the extra benefits, the specialties that you all provide.
So, again, as we got together to put together the program for the Chamber, one of the things that we know is most employers not only offer health benefits, but they offer dental benefits, vision benefits. Many of them offer disability or life benefits. And so we put some special offerings together with the Chamber to put out to employers that are participating with the Chamber to make sure that they have a full benefit offering as they're competing for their employees. And they have access to some benefits through dental and vision benefits that they wouldn't have outside of the Chamber offering. So we're excited about doing some really special things with the Chamber to put those out.
And that was so important to us at the Chamber, was to make sure that we were providing not only a robust plan that had these specialty benefits for people who they couldn't get these things anywhere else, but also, and I know we've touched on this, but competitive pricing is just so important. Can we go back to that a little bit and talk about how your and our plan compares with others maybe in Nevada or elsewhere?
Yeah. I think, as I said at the beginning, we're excited about where things are right now as we've brought down prices for January 1st, and as we're moving forward to being able to lock those prices in through July 1st of 2024. When we look across the offering and how competitive it is pricing, the Chamber has really put together a robust offering to put out there for employers that we know everybody's starting to talk about and fear what may be happening in the economy coming forward, and we know that costs may become a bigger and bigger issue over the next 12 to 18 months, and we have a very competitive offering out there. And as I said at the beginning as well, over 50 different choices, so it allows folks to kind of pick and choose what benefit offering either they can afford and that they want to offer for their employees, and put a couple of them together if they need to for choices for people, because choice is really important.
Choice and flexibility is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, choice and flexibility is key. One for, you know, as they're planning, and affordability, absolutely. Yeah.
You know, another interesting nuance about the Biggest Chambers plan with Anthem is that we have members who are out of state. Yeah. But because Anthem is nationwide, they can have their business, it's in Nevada, but they can have offices in other parts of the country and still have access to your great benefits.
Yeah, as I mentioned, you know, 1 in 3 Americans carries a Blue Cross and Blue Shield card, no matter where you go into a doctor's office from border to border in any of the states. Doctors recognize that logo, and so it does give people a peace of mind that whether they're in Idaho, Nevada, or New York, they're going to have a recognizable name on their health care benefit plan if they need to have access to those plans. And as you said, for those businesses that have locations that are outside of the state, it really provides for a continuous plan.
Well, and we've already given folks some ways that they can access information. One of the ways is going to my or vegaschamber.com, or my website, our website at the Chamber. Yep. I know we have things like QR codes and all kinds of other websites like you were talking about. This QR code is really interesting.
The QR code is interesting, and that'll be up on the screen for folks that want to actually, that'll take us to a landing page that's on the Chamber website that really allows folks to get access to all the information that they need. As you know, in order to have access to the Chamber health plan, you have to be a member of the Chamber, and that's a really important piece, as well as the brokers who sell it. And I would say that's the other piece, is when people are looking where can they get more information, contact your local broker, your local agent. They're very well informed about the program and what they have access to, and working very closely with the Chamber. We hold seminars and educational seminars with those brokers and with employers to make sure that people understand how the plan works and what's available to them.
Well, and I'm glad you brought up Chamber membership. That is a requirement of accessing your plan, but at the Chamber we pride ourselves in really being as affordable as you do at Anthem, because the basic Chamber membership at $599 a year will get you all of these robust benefits. So we're really excited to be able to provide that, and it's just another thing that we do to help our members.
Well, and one of the things that over the last 5 years, as you said, as we've gotten to know each other, we've spent time together in Washington, D.C., we've spent time together in Carson City, and you know, the work that the Chamber has done to continue to develop health plans and try and shape legislation to allow access for employers to have good flexible benefits in the state. I just haven't seen it before. There's kudos to the Chamber for the amount of work that they're doing on behalf of the employers that are part of the Chamber. It really is a benefit for being a member.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you, appreciate our partnership. You all have just been tremendous to work with over the years, and we look forward to many more years working together with you and your colleagues at Anthem, and many more years of friendship.
Yeah, we do as well, and looking forward to working together. Thanks for having me today.
Great, thank you again. Mr. Mike Murphy, he's the president and CEO of Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield Nevada. Well, that'll do it for this edition of Like Nobody's Business. I'm Mary Beth Sewald.
Again in 110, and the fire's just starting to burn. There ain't no keeping us down in this neon town. We've been waiting for our turn. Gonna roll the dice and go all night, ready for my lucky roll. Vegas, oh, we're doubling down. Vegas, yeah, we're doubling down.
Life's journey isn't just about what happens. At Nevada State Bank, we believe it's about who it happens with. The people who are there for I do and for welcome home. The people who are there for your growing business and the ones who are there for a lifetime. For every moment of life's journey, the people of Nevada State Bank are here for you because it matters who you spend life's moments with, and it matters who you bank with. Nevada State Bank.
This is the story of two businesses. Andy made a lemonade stand and hoped people would come. Jill did too, but she chose a team to get the word out about her lemonade stand. Jill learned early that advertising with the right team gets the best results. At Cox Media, we do this every day, helping your business grow to meet its potential. With our marketing expertise, Cox Media is your partner for advertising success. Don't let your business get left behind. Let's grow your business together. Contact Cox Media today.
I'm Jim Pisanelli, partner and co-founder of Pisanelli Vice, and I referred Todd Vice to City National Bank.
Jim had a pre-existing relationship with the bank. When I began to discuss financial needs, principally in the sort of wealth management realm, Jim put me in contact with someone there that he already trusted. One of the wealth management executives came up from Los Angeles and put the package together for me, made recommendations, and we've been moving forward ever since then.
Remember Old Vegas where the customer was king? The Casablanca in Mesquite is just like Vegas used to be. Play over 40 of your favorite table games.
Play over 800 slot and video poker machines and get comps, free play, and cash back.
Get away and play 2 18-hole championship golf courses, or pamper yourself in our full-service salon and unwind in our world-class spa. Now this is my kind of getaway. Reserve your $99 golf or spa getaway today. It's just like Vegas used to be.